Best time to invest. Hello viewers, hello friends, and welcome to my next video edition. My name is Tony and I'm so glad to be here again today. In my channel there's a lot of content about financial freedom, business and motivation. So I was hoping you could take out time to subscribe to my channel where you see other related content. My ever-expanding Facebook community needs your presence too, so please join my Facebook page to get complete information about whatever is happening on my channel. So, let's go back to business. Are you wondering whether you should keep investing in the stock market or wait for the stock market to crash, then start buying? You want to be sure if this is the best time to invest in the stock market, alright? Then, stay tuned to get amazing insight. Regarding the best time to buy a particular stock, the answer is very simple. Often, the media has fed many of us with bites that try to direct us in a specific direction. You may see a throw that says, you've missed out on a particular stock by failing to buy at a particular period. So you can see the best time you should buy a particular stock from the short run and long run angle. If you look at it in the short run perspective, then the saying you've missed out might be true. However, if you are looking at businesses in the long-term view, let's say 3, 5 or 10 years to come, you only need to ask yourself these simple questions. Is this a good company? And will this company be larger in the future than it's today? If the answer to that question is yes, then more often than not, the stock price will also show that over the long term and will also increase regardless of if the stock price has already gone up massively in the future or not. The bottom line is that if you can justify the valuation, then the stock price will most likely be higher in the future. Great stocks and great businesses will keep getting more expensive. So if you're looking at a company like Google or say Amazon and you are like, I wish I got into Amazon or even Tesla, $1,000 per share for Google, and now it's $2,000 per share, you're probably going to say the same thing in a couple of years when Google, for example, reach $3,000 or $4,000 per share. That is just how it works. And if you look historically at good businesses and their stock prices, you see that they have periods where they declined, go sideways, and there's a pretty much no returns on the stocks. But when the market has those stocks in favor and investors are heavily buying into those stocks start rallying rapidly. And that is when a lot of people start coming into the market. One piece of advice that I'll give you here is that you shouldn't listen to these throws on the media that say, oh, it's too late to buy into so or in so stock. Because if you've done your due diligence and if you believe that you know this business is going to be more prominent in the future, become more relevant, earn more money, have more revenue and more free cash flow, and that is just going to be a better business in the future, then it makes sense to consider buying into that. If the current market cap is still cheaper than what you expect it to be in the future. Regarding the stock market, there are 3 points I want you to know. These points are: no one can time the market. I can't time the market, nobody can. And that is the real reality. And because of this, it is impossible to predict if it is better to invest now or wait for later. There is no point in waiting to invest if you find a company that has a solid fundamentals, that is really great value. It's better to invest anytime you find this good stock, this good company, because the market won't wait for anyone. The bottom line is that you shouldn't time the market. If you find a reasonable valuation in stocks that you are interested, that is a good buying opportunity. Let's move to a second point. It is impossible to time a market crash. It is impossible to predict when a stock is about to crash. So it's best to set an all-cost average and make sure your cost basis will be slightly higher than the stock's bottom. Good business will continue to thrive regardless of what the market is doing, regardless of whether you are in a global issue. Good businesses will continue to outperform over the long term. In conclusion, my answer to the question is that you should be investing in great company as soon as possible if the valuation is sensible. You don't need to wait for the stock market crash, because you never can time the market, which means you have to wait for so long and you're gonna miss it. So instead of waiting too long for a market crash, you don't want to get caught up with the day-to-day movements of throws. You can start buying a little bit of the companies that you are interested and believe that they will grow in the next few years. Just stick to your convictions, do your research and do your diligence, and that will pay off over time. If you found this video helpful, please try to like it, share it and subscribe to my channel if you're new. As well, I really want you to pay attention to my other relative videos, like lessons we learned from the stock market, Warren Buffett portfolio breakdowns. I also urge you to like my Facebook page, and I really love to hear from you. I want to see your comments, and if you like the video, please press the button like, and thank you for being with me. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So till next time, stay very, very motivated.